Hello, welcome to Elizabeth Reads. Here I have forgotten fairy tales of brave and brilliant girls, and I'm going to read you the introduction. For thousands of years, people have been telling fairy tales to each other, on sunny days to while away the time, or on long dark evenings by the fire. These tales were remembered and passed on from friend to friend, from parents to children, across borders and over time. All the stories shared one common thread. Like living things, they were always changing as they danced from one storyteller to the next. Then, a few hundred years ago, the old wild stories began to be hunted and tamed. Collectors came. They gathered up the stories they heard and set about writing them down, trapping them between the pages of their books. Now, in some ways, this was a very fine thing. The great story hunters such as the Brothers Grimm in Germany or Andrew and Nora Lang in Scotland gave everyone a gigantic gift by keeping the old tales alive. Even today, they continue to light up our lives. The most famous have become the most often told stories in the world, the stories that everyone listens to at bedtime or watches on a screen. But something was lost when the stories were written down. The collectors cooked up their own versions. It's true that a fairy tale should be told the way you want, but it does mean that many of our most famous stories had the ideas and ideals of the time baked into them, and they are still being told that way today. Many of these ideas we now consider very old-fashioned. Women were often shown as weaker than men. There were more princesses waiting to be rescued than there were brave heroines who saved the day. This is true for some of our most famous fairy tales, Cinderella, Snow White, and Sleeping Beauty. As these tales became famous, they overshadowed all of the others. There could be room for only one princess in a tower. Rapunzel loomed over the Nettle Princess like a skyscraper over a gingerbread cottage. The brave and brilliant girls were hidden from view. Stories die when they are not told, and we want to bring some of the forgotten fairy tales back to life. Why is it so important that these tales are not forgotten? Because fairy tales fire our imaginations, and they can shape our understanding and our expectations for our lives. A fairy tale that stays with you can make you see the world in a whole new way. The 8 forgotten fairy tales in this book are bursting with brave, daring women who rescue princes, go on adventures, fight with giants, and climb impossible mountains. Some of the tales are less forgotten than others, but even if you think you know them, you may find they've changed shape. Like all storytellers, we have told them in the way we thought best. And if you really love a fairy tale, you can retell it too. If you want, you can change endings and meanings in the way you think best. Who knows? Your story may in turn be told and told again. So enjoy these adventures and then tell them to your friends. So let me tell you which stories are in this book. We have The Daring Princess, The Sleeping Prince, Snow White and Rose Red, Clever Molly, Kate Crackernuts, The Nettle Princess, The Wise Princess, and Fearless Fiona and the Spellbound Knight. I hope you get a chance to read them. Bye.